Hypocrisy's the best policy. Wish for change but lazily. Century of debilitation. Your evolution is a damnation. Warranties get bitter high. Industrialize and drive us apart. What you advertise can't rationalize. Shining a new one, fix any lie.
You know, one of the things I enjoy the most about hosting this podcast is when I get to sit down with players, coaches, parents, and fans to talk pucks. As the second in my series on being a female hockey player, I sat down with Caitlin Brown, junior forward for the Fox Lane Foxes, and Hailey Dineen, sophomore forward, Megan Dineen, sophomore forward, Rachel Ross, sophomore forward, and Sarah Morea, freshman forward and defenseman of the Somers North Salem Sabers. Enjoy. All right, what's going on? This is your boy Trav, a.k.a. 5 Minute Major, and I'm pleased to be joined by Caitlin Brown, junior forward for the Fox Lane Foxes. This is part of my series on being a female hockey player. So first of all, Caitlin, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right. So how old were you when you started skating?
I was 4 or 5 when I started skating, and I started playing hockey around 7 or 8.
Okay. All right. What do you like most about playing for Fox Lane, playing high school hockey?
I think it's nice being able to play with like the buddies that you grew up with, and then of course playing at games, just get all your friends to come and watch. And the bus rides to the games are really fun. Like blast music, just hang out with your friends.
I have to say, whether it's the Coach Mack Memorial game or whether it's Pink the Rink, you guys definitely, the community comes together to support the Foxes. So I definitely could see how enjoyable it is to play in front of friends, family, the community. Do you have a pregame routine, like as far as taping your stick, putting your equipment on?
Yeah, I usually tape my stick before every game. And since I'm usually the only one in my locker room, I stretch by myself, do some jumping jacks, eat a healthy snack.
Okay. What would that healthy snack be?
I love fruit. I eat pomegranates a lot before games.
Nice. In your opinion, Caitlin, what's the toughest rink to play in?
Well, the Brewster Pond is pretty hard to play in.
Yeah.
It's the rough ice.
I would agree. I spent an evening there watching Lakeland play Nyack TZ last year. I froze. I wound up watching the third period in that little makeshift scorer's office, but at least I could say I saw a game at the pond. All right, whether you're taking a road trip to Maryland, I know that the Foxes are heading down to Maryland this weekend, or you're taking a trip across the river to Rockland, what's one thing you need to bring with you on the bus?
Snacks, definitely. I get hungry all the time, so I always eat granola bars a lot. Okay,
so definitely make sure some snacks. Do you have an embarrassing on-ice moment that you can share with us?
Yeah, one time the Zamboni door wasn't fully shut, and I kind of got hit in there and I fell out. The door opened and I fell out.
Yikes. That's definitely embarrassing. What would you say is the biggest challenge you faced, either on the ice or off the ice, being a female hockey player?
Well, there's always going to be boys that they feel that they either need to not hit you and back off, or that they need to target you.
Okay.
So it's kind of, you're stuck between guys who viciously go after you or guys who don't play you, and you kind of feel like they're giving you an advantage.
Huh. And that leads me to my next question. You kind of answered it. Do you feel like you've been treated differently? You've either been chirped or hit because of your gender?
Yeah, I've never been chirped or had any mean comments, but I have been hit, pretty hard.
Okay. There are rumors about Section 1, and I know you're sitting, your coach is here with us. There's rumors about Section 1 starting an all-girls hockey league. Any thoughts on that? Being a female hockey player, playing for a cooperative, boy-girl team. Any thoughts on?
Yeah, I have a great time right now, but an all-girls team would also be nice.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Favorite sport to play besides hockey, if you have one?
I play field hockey in
Okay.
the fall for my school, so that's really fun.
All right. Do you same position?
Yeah, forward.
Okay. All right. I heard you play a little bit of D too.
Yeah,
On the ice.
I've been jumping in on D on my club team. I play D, so kind of all around.
What club team do you play for?
Mid Fairfield Stars.
Okay. Nice. Favorite professional hockey player, past or present?
Present, I really like Zuccarello.
Okay. Sure.
Small like me.
Yep.
And
Feisty.
yeah,
Okay.
past Wayne Gretzky.
Okay. All right. And favorite professional hockey team?
Rangers, of course.
Of course. I like that. Of course. Not everybody says that, so it's nice to hear as a Ranger fan with my Ranger onesie. It's nice to hear that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Caitlin Brown, junior forward for the Fox Lane Foxes. This is your boy Trav, a.k.a. 5 Minute Major. And again, this is part of that series on being a female hockey player. Caitlin, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
All right. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trav, a.k.a. 5 Minute Major, and I'm here with several members of the Somers North Salem Sabers. They are...
Rachel, Sarah,
Megan, Hailey.
Coach Viteri.
All right, so thank you so much. This is part of Being a Female Hockey Player special. So my first question for all of you is, how old were you when you started skating?
I was 4, 7.
3.
Okay. What about you, Coach?
I was probably about 5.
Okay, and I don't skate. I never played hockey. I don't skate. I'm going to admit that now. Don't hold that against me, though. All right, so I've been over here at Brewster when it's Pink the Rink or whether it's the Coach Mac, all these special events. So what do you like most about playing high school hockey?
I like playing with the boys. It's different from playing club hockey.
Okay, so you play club. Do you play on an all-girls team?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? What do you like most?
I like getting back into the hitting because I used to play co-ed.
Okay. So there's not as much hitting like in...
There's no hitting in girls.
No hitting in girls at all? Wow. What about you?
I think it's fun to represent your town and other towns. All your friends can come and watch you play, which in travel they don't really get to watch you.
I did a special last year on travel versus high school hockey, and everybody said hands down the competition and the skill level is better at travel. But you can't replicate being in front of your friends and your family at a random tournament in Philadelphia or Maryland or Connecticut. Coach, what do you like most about coaching at the high school level?
Coaching girls at the high school levels is awesome. I've been fortunate enough to have a bunch of girls coming through in my tenure over at Somers North Salem, and I can say that they are very hardworking. They come in and keep their heads up, and they're tough. They got to be tough. These 4 included Carly last year, and then Olivia Hale and the girls prior from that. I mean, they get hit just as hard as the boys get hit, and they keep getting up and keep going, doing what we asked them to do.
Yeah,
so awesome.
Speaking of that, I was at Suffern last year when Carly got hit from behind. It was an ugly hit. I know the kid that hit her. I was not happy about that, and she certainly wasn't happy either. So anyway, what's your pregame routine? We'll start over here. We're going to mix it up.
I usually just put some headphones in and listen to music.
Get in the zone.
Then take my stick.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do a warm-up, and then after we'll go in the locker room, and we'll just sit there and listen to music.
Okay.
Basically the same as
Same as then. Headphones on, get into the zone, tape the stick. Do we have a certain superstition right sock, left sock, right skate, left skate? No, not
I
really.
never thought of it.
The goaltenders that I talk to are definitely a little bit more quirky when it comes to that. What's your pregame routine, Coach?
I probably pace up and down the back of the bleachers over here about 17 times.
Okay.
Walking in and out of the
There's like track marks.
Yeah,
it's worn out.
I just wait. It's one of those things. We asked us to get here about an hour early, and then they're doing all the work, and I'm just waiting.
Right.
So we're waiting. We're thinking, talking about stuff with our coaches, and then once it gets on the ice, it's game time.
Okay. Toughest rink to play in, and again, you might all have a different opinion. Toughest rink,
Ice Hutch. It's really hot in there.
The pond here.
the pond, Ice Hutch Pond,
Sportorama. I really like Sportorama.
Sportorama. The crowd's on top of you when the den comes out.
Yeah.
It's like they're on you. What about you?
Ice Hutch.
Ice Hutch. Okay, Coach. What about you?
Playland's always a weak spot.
Yeah.
Very hot in that rink. The boards are weird.
I'm going to be working an outdoor game at Bear Mountain between North Rockland and Monroe. And the interesting thing about that, at least when they play there, if the puck hits the chain link fence, they don't blow it dead.
Yeah.
So the puck is just constantly moving, so that just adds a different element. But it's so picturesque up there. All right. If we're taking a road trip across the Mario Cuomo, TZ, whatever they call it, to play at Suffern, what's one thing you need to bring with you on the bus?
Probably headphones or a speaker.
Okay.
Music on the bus. Definitely snacks. Usually a Pop-Tart.
Okay. So we need speakers, headphone, Pop-Tart,
Good playlist to listen to.
a good playlist. Now, are we all in agreement about the music that we like? No.
No.
Okay. What about you? What do you want to bring on the bus?
Definitely headphones and food.
Okay. Headphones, food, cell phone charger.
Yeah.
Okay. Ed Witz was saying body products, I guess, with the boys, smelly boys on the bus. Hygiene products are a must. Okay. Most embarrassing on ice moment. I see some smiles, so who wants to go first?
So I was playing in a hockey game once, obviously, and my stick broke. And my mom went and just got the cheapest one. It was a wooden stick, and I got made fun. I had to play the rest of the game with it. Got made fun of the whole game because I was playing with the wooden stick.
Oh, that's funny. You know, back in the day, that's all they played with.
I was
Yeah.
just laughing.
And actually,
That was my first stick.
there's a handful of guys in the show that still use the wood sticks. Because, again, I never played. I know the composite sticks, you can fire the puck at will. But how many times those things snap when you're winding up on a one-timer? It's, like, ridiculous. All right, more embarrassing on-ice stuff. Anything? You got nothing for me? Go ahead.
It was during one of the games here. It was like I broke my stick. We were playing this one team, and in this one, my stick got caught over there by the Zamboni door.
Yikes. Actually, that happened to Eric Lindros when he was playing for, I think he was playing for Dallas. He was coming around and it got stuck between the glass. And he's like trying to yank it out.
Yeah.
And I think the Rangers wound up scoring a goal because he was still trying to pull the stick out. Anything for you?
Section quarterfinals last year against Pearl River.
Yeah, that is
That's okay.
I scored a goal, and then me and Megan celebrating. I fell on her.
Yeah, I remember that. I was actually at that game. And I know whoever was doing video, because that blew up a little bit on Twitter. I got to see. As a matter of fact, there's that morning skate flow, and that your celebration was one of like the finalists for like the best celly of the year.
Oh,
so
yeah,
stick taps.
What was it? Not
MSG Varsity, yeah. Stick taps out to you guys.
Yeah.
Biggest challenge you faced, either on the ice or off, for being a female hockey player? We'll start with you back there.
I haven't really faced that many challenges of being like a female hockey
That's
player.
good.
There. Like everyone's been like.
Everybody's been cool.
Yeah.
What about everybody? Anybody else? No issues?
I think maybe you're like underestimated a little bit
Okay.
in the beginning of the game because like they're like, oh, she's a girl. She like, what does she can do against?
What can
us?
she do?
Yeah.
Am I going to hit her? Am I not going to hit her?
Yeah.
Am I going to hit her harder? Am I going to shy away? Coach, any thoughts on, biggest challenge maybe? Other coaches, do other coaches say anything to you when they see you got the four ladies on the squad?
No, I say to them, I'm proud to have 4 girls, and last year we had 4 girls as well. I enjoy it. It takes
Good.
different elements of the game.
Yep.
You have to, as much as they are a player on the ice, you respect them a little bit more, but we're not out here. Obviously, everybody wants to play a clean game, and
Yep.
the best part about it is seeing the boys step up, protect the girls. I think as they protect their teammates, but protecting the girls a little bit more is a little bit brings the team back
like
closer together.
almost like a real tight knit
Yep.
closeness. I love it. All right, so this question is similar to the last one I just asked. Have any of you ever been treated differently, either chirped or hit because of your gender?
I feel like the boys a lot of the time will see the ponytail and not hit, and it's like
Frustrating?
not that big of a deal to hit us.
Yeah, because you'll hit back.
Yeah.
All right, okay. There are rumors, and again, Coach might be able to speak to this. There are rumors about Section 1 starting an all-girls league. What are your thoughts on that, if anything?
I know my coach is like a part of the board trying to get this started for my club team too. I like playing with the boys.
Okay. I mean, that's been so far the other players I've interviewed. They all kind of like the pace, they like the physicality that comes with playing with boys as opposed to playing all girls. So
And it really wouldn't be like your school team.
right, it would. There's a lot of logistical challenges as far as putting teams together and how many teams and what's the schedule going to be and are they going to be able to play with the boys or play for their schools or is it just going to be if you play that then that's all you're doing. All right, so 3 more questions, then you're out of here. Okay, favorite sport to play besides hockey if you have one?
Field hockey.
Field hockey, okay.
Lacrosse.
All right, strong lacrosse, hockey connection, field hockey too.
Soccer.
Soccer?
I don't really have one.
You don't really have one. It's hockey all the time. All right. Favorite professional? Well, what about you, Coach? Baseball? I know you coach baseball too, right?
Baseball and volleyball. I coach
Okay.
volleyball. varsity
Oh, you
volleyball.
busy.
Very busy.
Busy.
Yep. Wife doesn't like it.
Hardest working man in Northern Westchester. Favorite professional hockey player, past or present?
I like Derek Broussard.
Derek Broussard. Big game brass, I call him.
Right now, probably Brady Shea.
Okay. Brady Shea. Okay. Does that have anything to do with his looks, too?
Maybe a little bit.
All right, listen. Go ahead.
I like Chris Kreider.
Does it have anything to do with his looks, too? He crashes the net. He ran over Reimer the other night.
Scored that goal late.
If he could just rein it in, and like use his size and his speed
Yeah.
and play that way all the time, he'd be unstoppable.
Yep.
What about you, Coach?
I said it last time we were interviewed. I think it was Adam Graves.
Yep, absolutely.
Definitely Adam Graves.
All class.
Class act.
He'll sign. There'll be 1,000 people here. He'll sign till every person has the autograph. Okay. Favorite. Now, I think I know the answer for some of you, but favorite professional hockey team.
Rangers.
Okay.
Rangers.
And you've got your hat on. You know me with the Ranger ones, even though I don't have it on right now. Awesome. All right, so thank you again so much for taking the time out. This is your boy Trav, a.k.a. 5 Minute Major. You're listening to the HV Pucks podcast, the only independent outlet dedicated to covering the sport of hockey in our region. And I was joined by Coach Viteri and 4 girls from the Somers, North Salem Sabers. Say your names one more time nice and loud.
Hailey. Megan.
Sarah.
Oops, go ahead.
Sarah.
Rachel.
I love it. All right, thanks, Coach. Thanks, girls.
Thank you.